You have your iPad, and then your husband has the same. We're like, where in the world are we going to plug them in? So enter the awesome PowerCube. So check this out. A completely modular look at that, 5 different socket system that you're going to plug in and easily be able to charge or power all of your devices without having had those big, huge, long, heavy adapters. Well, today, I want you to know this is the lowest price we have ever done these for before. From $32.99, they're only $26.99. We love the fact that you have your 5 flex pay payments. And what is that, like $5.40 on any credit card. Lowest price that we have ever had. Okay, so we have lots of colors. You get 2. You get 2. Oh my gosh, red, we have it also available in a really pretty light gray. We have a regular gray. I have white and I have blue. And Mr. Joe Harrison, by the way, the video worked really great.
All right,
yes.
Another great product.
Yes, another great. Joe has so many of the best products here. Yeah.
This is another one that
this is
a must-have
awesome
for everybody. I was watching the crafting, and a lot of stuff you plug in with crafting
right,
nowadays.
Right.
Electronics, or especially in your house, you just don't have enough outlets. And this is an easy solution where, Bobby, you just plug it in, get any outlet, and it turns that one outlet now into 5 outlets.
Awesome.
It's actually, it has not only 5 outlets, but they're also all grounded. These are the industrial ones, so it doesn't matter if you're plugging in a computer, you're plugging in your Cricut, you're plugging in an iron or toaster, whatever it happens to be. This can handle up to 1,800 watts because it is grounded. It's not a traditional power strip when you think of needing extra cables like these guys. When you think about, okay, don't have enough, let me get this thing, let me go to the store, I'll spend $15 on one of these. You're like, it's got 4 outlets, and they lined them up so we can plug 4 things in at once. However, when you start looking at your electronics, you're like, wow, I have all these bricks. There's no way I'm gonna be able to plug in. Maybe I'll plug one on the very top. Great idea. Plug one at the top, it instantly covers up half of them. Then I take another one, I plug it in down on the bottom, so now that 4 outlet turns into 2 because the cables are just way too big. But PowerCube has a solution. So I unplug all those. Now when I go to my PowerCube, the way this is designed, you can now plug in into every single outlet. So I plug in that first one on the side. Now as you start seeing as it rotates, actually the design of it itself, it's angled 90 degrees. So it twists 90 degrees. So this top one, the cables don't interfere with one another because it's plugged in differently. And then this next one, I plug it in this direction. And the next one, it's angled in a different direction. So no problem, I can plug it in there. And I still have room for one more. So now that previous outlet where I can only plug 2 into 4, now I'm actually plugging in 4 things, and I have another space for another one, 5 things at once. It is the easiest solution in our house because as we keep adding more and more electronics, you're like, where do I plug everything in? Bobby, this is the easiest way to add more outlets for you.
I like it, and it's unobtrusive, right? So you don't even notice it. You can put it anywhere. Okay, in terms of quantity, this light gray, we have fewer than 400. So that is the most limited of all of them if you're thinking about the light gray. I think, well, the 3 neutral ones obviously going to be your light gray, your gray, and your white. We have the red, we have the blue, but this, first of all, this should be in every room. The kids have all their electronics. We have them all. You're in the kitchen. Maybe you're plugging in your laptops. You can read recipes. You've got your phone. I mean, we have it all.
For sure. We want to have one next to every one of your nightstands. That's what we do in our house. And just to kind of show you, like if you think about our modern day accessories, you know, you need to have your phone plugged in. You have to have your tablet plugged in. You have to have your computer plugged in. On a 2-prong outlet, it doesn't work. With this one, I have all 3 plugged in, plus I have another outlet on the top and then one on the side. And then my other scenario is for my wife and I, we built this house. Bobby, we didn't have enough outlets in our bathroom. I just want to be able to plug in.
That's where you really need
I know. My wife's like, well, I got the curling iron. I got this thing. I just want to shave, you know. And to add another 2 outlets, our electrician said it's going to be $300 to go from 2 to 4. Well, now I just buy my PowerCube.
That's not counting his time to do it, I'm sure.
Exactly, and I still have all that plugged in, and now I have additional things. Because now you start talking about, I have my electric toothbrush I want to plug in. You have all these different accessories.
Oh my gosh, you have your flosser, you have,
Exactly, whether it's the bathroom, whether it's the kitchen, whether it's the nightstand, you'll find spots to use these even we're only 125 days away from Christmas.
What?
So for our house,
gosh, I didn't realize
and
that.
it's going by so fast.
So
But for
fast.
us, like we're starting to plan Halloween. I have my Halloween village, then I have my Christmas village.
Oh
Bobby,
my
I
gosh.
throw these in my Halloween decorations because when I plug all my things in, I don't have enough outlets. With this, I can plug in 5 different villages all into one.
That's so,
because it's such a
so
simple
true. And you think
design.
about that because you just made me think, okay, every time the Christmas comes out, here come the long power strips, right?
Exactly.
Because you need them all.
Well, this makes it's such an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
But the other
Yeah.
thing you'll notice when you turn on the back, there's a little gap that's on the side. That's actually a surge protector that is built into this.
I was just going to ask you if they had one.
So Bobby, normally when you have the grounded one, you've got that surge protector that's on there. So if anything happens to your house, we have one of these plugged into, just one plugged into my TV. My TV, when I bought it, it cost me over $1,500. It's expensive. If I get a lightning strike, hits my house, and then blows up the TV, I lost the whole TV. This I can plug in, and if a lightning strike hits the house, that little surge protection that's built into the back, that is now going to protect all of my electronics that's built into it. Because normally when you see a power strip, when you see big ones like this, there's no surge protection to it.
Yes.
It's just extending the power. This one is true power surge, which is a really rare thing to be able to find. But the other thing is, like, you're starting to go along and like, I need extra outlets. Have you ever bought some of these? When you're like, okay, don't go vertical, let me go wide. Same thing happens, Bobby. I just plug in one
Absolutely,
brick and like
one.
instantly, you know, I'm supposed to have 3 things. I've taken half of them right there. It doesn't work. And with PowerCube, you can take those, and the way the design is, as you see this first one right here on the side, it's angled, or I'll turn it upside down. It's angled going that direction, so no problem, I can plug it in. Then when I rotate it, it's twisted another way.
That's
so now
brilliant.
The cables, Bobby, they don't interfere with one another, because that's typically what happens. It's the cables that jam up and get in front of you. So now, when it twisted again, well, now it's going a different direction. So the cables don't interfere.
That's so funny because I bought once, not the Cube, but I bought something else that's supposed to be like that, and I got it home and I can't use all of the plugs because of that.
The plugs are just too modern. They don't work. And you know, that's the thing about having the PowerCube. It won a Red Dot Design, which is an international engineering award competition for their design, because it really solves a problem. But because this is designed to be industrial, this is from one of our HSN customers. She took an extension cord, plugged it into the back, and because it is designed to be industrial, now, Bobby, go and buy one of the industrial extension cords. Now you can take the power wherever you want it to go. It can handle that because it really has that advanced technology.
Brilliant. Okay, the white way out in the lead. By the way, we're shipping it to you for free, so you have free shipping and handling as well. Light gray is still the most limited, but the white, and I understand that, the white is where everybody is going. And the fact that right now you are getting these with the lowest price we have ever had. And I tell you what, I think this is a a lot of us are doing holiday shopping, as Joe said, fabulous stocking stuffer, but it's something that needs to be in your room, like I said, on both nightstands, the kitchen, all the kids need them. You absolutely need to have it in the bathroom. What about out in the garage? If you do a lot of work out in the garage, that's the cool thing about this, is that you can put it anywhere. But, I mean, to me, what sold me was the different position of each one of the plugs, because all these huge units with all these bricks, they're not going to give you you're not going to get the access to all the plugs that you think you're going to get. With this, you will.
That's exactly it. Bobby, when you think about what do you want to have in your kitchen, do you want to have a tiny, small, compact PowerCube, or do you want to have some massive power strip that's all over your kitchen? This is an easier solution to get that extra power.
Right. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Joe, thank you.
Thanks, Bobby. Thanks for having us.
You always bring the coolest things.
It's a cool thing. It'll save you every day.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
That's So again, red, light gray, dark gray, white, and blue. Okay, so are you hungry for a taste of HSN? Well, join seasoned chefs, Chef Curtis Stone, Jet Tila, Alita Bastianich, and you have never seen them before. Get to know the people behind the plates as they share their profound love of food in a candid conversation you can't find anywhere else. Streaming free only on plus.hsn.com. Check that out. Okay, so we're gonna move on to another brand new, I love having all this new, another brand